dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Okay. A peaceful day for foraging and found some scurra dirt and another day of travel with no foe in sight. That feeling a few days ago of being watched must have been my imagination. A good day for day 26. A good day for travel and foraging. After all, where would a watcher be to spy on us? Day 27. Good day of traveling, but clouds are low on the horizon. I expect the next few days will be full of exciting weather. Day 28. Heavy rain made for slow going, but near the end of the day, a faint smell of smoke ahead prompted us on. We hiked up a hill and used our spyglasses to see a camp of several tents, ordered around 2 or larger central tents. Those camping there were the same creatures we've encountered already, with long black hair, red skin, and broad flat noses. Later that night, we came to find out they are called hobgoblins. I finally got to use my dancing lights trick to distract a few guards surrounding the camp. Too many times we all almost gave away our positions, but we managed to take down all of the standing guards. We then took the smaller tents, each of which housed 2 hobgoblins, and we took out 1 tent at a time. In my opinion, it would have gone better with more planning. My fault entirely, but when it rains, it pours. Our activity became known when we failed to kill one of them, and the battle began in earnest. Without Varin's spike growth and having slain half the camp in their sleep, we very well could have been slaughtered that night instead. The only casualty we faced last night was the death of my shield. Shattered to pieces, it lay in the mud and blood of the fallen. I am sad to see my shield is gone, but if I can find materials, I will put together another sturdier shield. Time will tell. Varin seems distracted, looking around at the hills.
And we are back to Land of the Hunter. Thía, you've watched Adran simmer all night long during our recovery from the previous night's battle, and I imagine that you looked over his shoulder and read his journal entry. His last sentence prompts you to look up at the same time as he, and you notice that I'm standing out amidst the various bodies that we slew, looking around in confusion. What do you two do?
Varin, is there something wrong?
I turn to you, kind of startled, still looking around curiously, scratching at the back of my neck, and I respond with, do you get the feeling that we're being watched?
I thought it was because it was so open. I mean, isn't that normal? It could be paranoia, though. I think it's paranoia for me.
I open my mouth to answer, but it's not my voice that speaks up. Instead, Thía, you hear, not with your ears, but in your head, a voice, a completely unfamiliar voice, speaking in fluid Elvish. What have you done? And Adran, hold that thought, Thía. Adran, you hear, not with your ears, but in your head, you hear a voice completely unfamiliar, yet speaking in fluent Elvish. What have you done? And you see I twitch suddenly and jerk around, one hand reaching for my longbow, one hand reaching for my sword, and then I'm just standing there in open field amongst dead bodies, confusion, like, what?
In regards to what?
These people you have slain? Where did you come from that you dare soil our flesh again?
I have no clue what you're talking about. If you mean kill the invaders, it was because they were invading.
The voice seems to focus more intently on you, Adran, and with very specific intonations says, "Why don't you sit down?" And Adran, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw. Yeah, you sit down rather abruptly. The ground seems pretty nice, actually, despite, being very cold and muddy. It actually seems rather nice to just sit down. Probably the best idea you've had in who knows how long. You see, you do hear the same statement, though it doesn't seem to affect you at all. But you do see Adran sit down abruptly.
Thea will blink in consternation because that was abrupt.
Alright, and Adran, I need you to give me an intelligence check. No, check. So on your character sheet, instead of your skills, you would go to your actual intelligence score. If you hover your mouse above the word intelligence, click on that word. Oh dear. I mean, it just seems to be a great idea just to sit, and it doesn't seem all that troublesome at all. The voice continues to speak with very caustic tones, demanding to know why we have done. It seems to completely disregard our excuses that we were invaded first. And Thea, you can also give me an insight check if you wish. Okay. As this continues on, and realizing that we aren't being spoken to in a conversational manner, I turn to you, Thea, suddenly, and first I try to get Varin to stand up. Adran. Adran just seems... I mean, it's actually rather troublesome, this notion that Varin would try and lift you off the ground. It's a muddy, cold seat, and it's pleasurable. And I turn to you, Thea, and I point at your spyglass, and then at your eyes, and at the top of the hill that is to this camp's southeast.
Okay, she will take out her spyglass and look to the southeast.
Alright, from the top of the hill then?
Yep.
I start getting in as you go off, and we're all trying to ignore this voice speaking in our heads. I start getting in an argument with Adrian about it's perfectly insensible to continue sitting down. He should stand up, if nothing else, just because there's a bunch of blood on the ground. And Adrian, that seems of complete inconsequence to you.
And is it still night or is it morning?
This would be very early in the morning. This is pardon me. This is like post-dawn, chilly morning. There are clouds hanging rather sullenly overhead. There doesn't seem to be a wind, and the chill in the air. It's warm. It is colder than usual, but not as cold as it would be normally. The air seems almost tense, thick with latent energy. Adrian, I said get up. Thía, get to the top of the hill. Which way do you look?
Varin had motioned to the southeast, so that's where she'll look.
All right. Well, so the hill is to the southeast of the camp.
Okay, well, she's not sure where to look, so I guess she'll just take and make a slow circle, turn around completely with the spyglass, just slowly going, seeing if anything stands out.
Yeah,
and
sure.
if something stands out, she'll look at it closer.
Excellent. There's nothing to the north, to the east, to the south, but to the southwest of our current position, several birds suddenly burst into flight over the hills. And as you train your sight upon them, you notice coming around the hills, underneath the flock of birds, into your view are more of the hobgoblins. Many more. Some of them are mounted on the massive wargs and are leading the charge through the muddy grasslands. They look to be maybe a mile away, and they are making rapid pace directly toward the camp we've conquered just last night, their weapons at the ready.
Thía will go back and be like, we need to leave, and she'll be like, unless you want to die, there's hobgoblins coming our way. They're mounted. We at least hide.
The voice in our heads starts laughing. And right about this point, so it's been about 10 minutes since this all started, and all of a sudden, mid-laugh, the voice vanishes. Adran, you're sitting in the mud and blood. This laughing voice just vanished, and Thía just told you that there's a bunch of enemies on their way here. Why on earth are you sitting in the mud? At this point, it suddenly seems utterly suicidal, as well as rather unhealthy.
They'll start to try and help Adran up because she's not sure if he's still trying to sit, and be like, "Come on, we gotta go."
Yeah, we're both on one of us to each of your arms, just like trying to get you up on your feet. When all of a sudden you're just like, "What the? Why am I sitting?" Save ought to examine your head and make sure it's on right, Adran. I'm not sure. I thought I took the blows last night. Adran.
I think he's still grieving his shield.
Oh yeah, missing that, huh, buddy?
We need to go hide. There's like a bunch of hobgoblins heading our way, and they're mounted, so like any moment now.
Thía, you can give me an intelligence check. Straight intelligence.
Okay. Straight intelligence. Here we go.
Yeah. You did not get an exact count. You just saw a lot.
It was a lot.
Yeah, kind of like how the camp last night was a lot. Numbers aren't really too necessary at the moment.
She's just a little panicked because she saw armed, mounted people
Yes.
heading our way.
Adran, we still have a map in our possession that indicates more or less the direction those scouts took to reach our home village. If they capture us, they'll get the map back. Potentially, but there's still the chance that they would catch up with us and,
Well, that, I think it might leave, like, more of a notice as to how long ago we left here. Which, speaking of, we should go.
running sounds preferable right now.
And then maybe double back hiding if there's a way to hide our prints somehow.
As far as where to we run, not towards home.
Well, no, I mean, let's run in a random direction that's not home, hide, and try to not make any marks going somewhere a different direction, also not home.
And Thea, did you tell us what they're riding?
No, she's just said that they're mounted and has weapons.
Okay. In response to your statement, Adrian, that it's the grasslands, there's no visible tracks, I bump your shoulder and I'm like, they ride wargs. Like wolves, they can hunt by smell.
Oh. Oh! I have airborne poison.
If it comes to that,
and smoke.
I think at the moment, running is our best option. We don't want to face the entirety of their force, but if we can get their mounted ones to come after us alone, we can ambush them. In regards to that, Adran, you can actually give me, let's see here, where did I write that down? Alright, so, we rested for 4 hours. Adran, you can give me 3 nature checks. That's 1 success. 2 success. Okay, so we have 2. Pardon me. So the Scourdirt. Was it the Scourdirt? Yes, the Scourdirt. So, Adran, your intelligence modifier. You succeeded twice. Roll me 1d6 plus 3. Okay, one more time. Oh wow. We have 14 impact smoke grenades, basically. I double checked, they have a radius of 20 feet. So they're effectively a short-term version of fog cloud. And you just made 14 of them and wasted one of the samples found. Thea, I suggest you take the majority of them since you have your fast hands ability.
Okay. Do you guys want a couple for yourselves?
Adran has Fog Cloud the spell. I'll take a few if you don't mind.
Sure. How many do you want?
I'll just take 4.
Okay.
They're impact smoke bombs.
So...
with a radius of 20 feet. And Adran, they're coming from the southwest of our position. They're a mile away, moving through difficult terrain. And I have grassland now as my favored terrain. or excuse me, one of my 2 natural explorer terrains. With that in mind, I kind of just fall into the lead position. Adran, did you know you have a specific place for Thea to move to? Not sure. Alright, Thea. Since
Yeah.
I'm in the lead, where would you want to be? You can walk side by side with Adran, or you can walk behind him. We can run single file.
Um, why don't I go side by side with Adran?
Okay. Alright, then we set out rather quickly, and right off the bat, you both realize that I'm not moving as fast as we can go. I'm setting a normal pace of just, about normal pace so that I can keep aware of my surroundings. And then we run. And let's see. About 20 minutes after we leave from the camp, we're about 20 minutes after we leave, Thea and Adran, you can both give me perception checks. Thea, you
That was
don't
not a
notice
good roll.
anything.
Nope, too busy running.
Yep. Neither of you notice anything, and I'm in the lead, so I don't notice anything. But we just keep on running, Let's see. And I'm getting my warning beep again about my battery. Okay, so let me pause recording here for a second. Alright, we're back.
Okie dokie.
Apologies for that, everyone. So we keep moving for, let's see, 20 minutes and then an hour. And as we keep going, Thea, what is your passive perception?
It's probably a 13. Let me look real quick. Yeah, it's a 13.
Okay. And I'm in my favorite terrain, so perception is now getting its boost. So yours is 13, mine is 19. It doesn't take long before you start noticing that I'm not making as weaving a course as I was a few minutes ago. Instead, I'm starting to make more and more of a straight course, and I'm starting to glance back over my shoulder more and more often. And then I start looking ahead and indicate a direction down into a low valley. And at this point, you can hear the loud, half roaring, half howling sounds of the pursuing wargs and their riders. Adran, I see you have a comment. No, it does not.
No.
I lead us down into a low valley between the various hills. The ground here is still wet and slick and muddy, but probably thanks to rainwater coursing through this area so often and so much, the grass hasn't had as much growth as it has on top of the hills, and there's actually some other vegetation down here. Excuse me. I need to zoom out my map here, sorry. We come down into the valley, running alongside a decent-looking stream, heading towards various bushes, shrubs, and trees. They don't look terribly strong, like it wouldn't take much effort to chop the tree down, but they do look strong enough for people to climb up into their vine-shrouded branches. I'll move you guys over. second for the map to load. Okay. And I think you should be able to see this on your screens. The arrow I'm drawing?
Yeah.
Okay. So for almost to the north of us, up here, where these lines are drawn, those represent changes in elevation going up hills. The grass there is thick and overgrown and is definitely difficult terrain. So basically, as long as you're not crossing those lines, you're in normal terrain.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, let me restate it just to make sure I have my understanding right. The light green one's normal terrain, and the dark is the heavier terrain.
The dark is muddy terrain.
Muddy terrain.
It doesn't
Okay.
look it does not look like thick mud so much as it looks slippery.
Okay, so it'd be difficult terrain.
Mechanically speaking, it's not difficult terrain. However, going into the darker area, you might have a hard time staying on your feet.
Okay.
All right, and as we come to a halt, catching our breath, I point ahead. There's beasts through there, through those trees, at the water's edge, and those riders are going to be on us in only a few minutes. Moments at best. Where do you want to position us? Any thoughts, Adran? Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Did you hear everything we were discussing? FYI, we miss hearing your voice. Oh, he can't hear me. How about now? Okay, good. At what point did you not? Oh, were you not able to hear me? Did you hear the description of the terrain? Okay. As long as you are not crossing, for example, up here to the north of our position, you see those gray lines? As long as you're not crossing those, you're in normal terrain. This darker green down here next to the water, it is normal terrain, but slippery. Staying on your feet, you'll be able to make your full movement, but staying on your feet might be a bit of a challenge. And ahead of us are some beasts through the trees. Pardon me. And the... Okay, well, I don't sound nearly as bad as you do. Our pursuers are going to be on us in only a few moments. So how do you want to place us? I take it he's deep in thought.
Okay.
No worries. Alright, so we're not in combat yet. Oh man, it feels good to move full movement. Good grief. The creatures ahead of us, and Thea, can you see your character alright? Can you move? Okay, good. Excellent. The creatures ahead of us are very peculiar. Adran, you can give me a nature check. Excuse me. Based on your information from that book that we captured from the enemy. Yeah, with pursuing enemies behind us, it's kind of like you see them, you note details about them, the beasts ahead of us, but there's a far greater threat coming up, pressing close behind us. So we don't recognize. Excuse me. Alright, where do you want to position yourselves? Alright, Adran, you can give me a dexterity saving throw.
Are we able to go more than one in a tree, or?
We can try it out.
Or, well, are they sturdy looking? Do they look thinner than the ones we're used to?
They're definitely thinner than what we're used to. But they look like they can at least hold. Well, let's just say that if we weren't elves, we might have a problem. Being elves and therefore more slender in nature, yeah, we can actually it might be able to hold two of us. Yeah, and Adran, you do actually slip in the mud and fall down.
Okay. Okay, then she'll go ahead and try to go for the same one. Maybe she'll go across from him. We'll go ahead and be next to you.
All right. So Adran, you gave me a nature check that was 11, and then you gave me a dexterity saving that was 12, and that was the one failure for slipping. Can you give me one more dexterity saving throw? Yeah, you slip and fall again.
He's just trying to get the rest of his clothes to match his bottom and his legs.
I just pause right here at the base of the tree watching you, Adran. I'm just like, ever since you lost your shield, you've just been completely off balance. I feel so bad for you.
It's almost as if you lost a tail instead of a shield.
You're so lost. Alright, I'm going to start climbing up the tree. And hang on a second. Okay. I need to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Thía, did you want to climb as well?
Yeah, so a dex save instead of acrobatics or athletics?
I actually need you to give me a dex save. Adran, yeah, you slipped again. Thía, you're alright so far. Adran, are you going to climb up the tree, or are you just going to go between the tree and the shrub? Okay. As you go to climb the tree, you can give me a dexterity saving throw.
You can try.
Thía, we have each only climbed about 5 feet up.
Okay.
Adran, you're actually doing alright. You climbed 5 feet up. And for another 5 feet, you can give me another dexterity saving throw, Thía. Oh wow, I'm doing great.
Wait, don't I second story work?
Yes, this is not this is not affecting our speed. This is affecting how well we're climbing based on certain circumstances.
Not so good.
You're still doing fine, but at this point, Thía, you start noticing these vines aren't normal vines that are entwining this tree. They have rather dangerous looking thorns. Adran, are you going to climb higher in the tree?
How far up is she?
So you're going to be moving at your normal speed. This is just because every 5 feet you're coming into direct contact with these vines, and so that's why I'm having you make dexterity saving throws.
Okay, gotcha.
So you and I are now both 10 feet up in the tree. I have let's see, 10 feet up, so that costs me 20 feet of movement. I can move one more time, basically. Ooh, why didn't you get that while you were going through the mud?
Nice going.
Right, I can do one more. Alright, this is as far as I can climb up in the tree. And I almost get stuck on one of these thorns. Thea?
One more?
Yes, please. I believe your second story work means that... Ooh, nice. Your second story work means that you're not slowed at all, right? For climbing?
Let me see.
Climbing no longer costs you extra movement. So, at this point, I've spent 30 feet and I am 15 feet up. So, you can effectively climb as far as 35 feet.
Okay.
You and I are at an even level at the moment, so 15 feet up. Adrian, you and I have reached about you're at the same height as Thea and I. Thea, you can climb higher, but the branches will also be thinner. Like they're not very, thick here where we at right now at 15 feet.
Right. Um. She'll try just going a little bit higher, but not too much farther higher.
All right, then give me one more dex saving throw. Okay, yep. You managed to skirt around those thorns. Excuse me. So 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15. Excellent. And as we get up here, getting ourselves settled and turn back to look, we do see the wargs with their riders coming around the hill into the valley after us. In this moment, Thea, if you wanted to, these branches they might be enough to give you the ability to hide.
Okay, I'll do that.
And I'm going to use my Mask of the Wild as well. 16 and a 13.
I could spot me.
More than likely.
She's gonna get one of the Earther Flame fumes
Okay.
ready to drop when they reach our tree.
Okay. So you're readying an action then?
Yep, to
Okay.
drop it as soon as they're below us.
Alrighty. In that case, I need to look up what that does.
It's...
Or do you have it written down?
I have part of it written down, but not all of it. It's one that they have to breathe in. They may have to make a DC 13.
Constitution saving throw against 3d6 poison.
Yep, and they must make 3 successful saves, or they get 1d6 poison damage. I wrote down 3, but I didn't write down more than that.
Okay. We'll come to that when we come to it.
Okay.
Alright, so Thea, you... Let's see, actually, double checking something. Okay, yeah. The wargs are making straight for our trees. Excuse me. Yeah. So this is where they're moving to, okay?
Uh-huh.
But if we want to act, they haven't yet reached our exact position. Thea, you're holding a ready to action. Agent, any thoughts or decisions from you? All right. What are you readying? All right. And what's your trigger? Okay, that's who you're targeting. But what's your trigger? What will cause you to release your firebolt? Or you could simply attack.
There's that too, because you have quite the range with Firebolt.
You'll attack when prompt?
Oh, okay, so if I'm understanding him, he's going to attack when we start attacking.
Okay. Seeing that they're coming right at us, I hid well enough that maybe I wasn't noticed by some of them. I am... Nah, I know these guys are bad guys. I'm attacking.
Okay.
And I'm going to target one of the ones in the back. So in that case, before I actually roll, everyone, roll for initiative.
That was not a good one.
Okay, and I need to sort this. Okay. Startled by the presence of what are clearly predators in their area. And zoom out a little bit more. One of these beasts up to the north of us. I need to open something first. Is going to dash over to here. Thea, you are up next in the initiative order. You still have your ready to action. Do you want to stay with that, or do you want to switch what you're doing?
I'll go ahead and throw the flask at the one that's closest.
Okay. And I apologize. I forgot that I actually, should have taken the shot right at the beginning of initiative. So I'll just go ahead and do my one shot.
Okay.
I had 12.
Do you give advantage for height?
I actually don't.
Okay.
Ooh, pardon me. 12 is going to hit for 12 damage. Nice.
Mhm.
Alright, and Thea, go ahead and do your burnt other fumes. Burnt author fumes?
Arthur, or whatever it is.
Word is strange.
Yeah. Is it a unskilled check?
I'm trying to figure that out, actually. I'm gonna say, give me a dexterity check. Treat it as a ranged attack, rather. So like with your longbow.
Okay, so longbow.
Okay, so that's a 23. So yeah, you're gonna get it on target. Which one are you throwing it at?
The closest one.
Okay. So they both have to succeed on a DC 13 Constitution saving throw versus the damage. And Adran, did you click on your character token when you hit the initiative button? Okay, no, you did not. I got you, man. No worries. I'll add you and I'll put you in the proper place. Once I find you. There you are. You're welcome. How's your voice doing? Any better? Sorry, man. Alright, so... Constitution... That one succeeds, and they both succeed, so I believe they take half damage, is that right?
Okay, so roll 3d6.
Nope, hold on. They succeed. Okay, so they don't take any damage initially because they succeeded on their saving throws. They saw it coming, and they guessed right. And they caught their breath.
Okay.
It's a good try. Good try. On each successive failed save, they take more damage, and after 3 successful, it's worded a little weirdly. Anywho.
Does that mean that they don't have to make any more saves because they made their first one, or do they have to roll?
If I understand the text correctly, I believe so.
Okay.
But it was a good shot.
Yeah.
It was a good shot. It could have gotten them both. Oh well.
Oh well. I believe that's my action.
Yes. Did you want to move? Bonus action, anything?
No. And it's probably a little useless to hide when you're just straight up, and I don't know how leafy these trees are.
Not very.
So, probably know that we're both up there now. Or at least that I'm up there.
Well, yeah, because I also took that shot.
Right, so,
I mean, you could bonus action dash and like, move away. Excuse me.
I'm in a tree, though, so...
Right, but, like, you can drop.
That's true. And I can actually, because of that second story work, but that's when a running jump.
You could actually climb down at normal speed, 20 feet to here.
So
20 feet, then here that's 25, leaving you another 10 feet. And then you can bonus action dash.
I think I'll just stay up here for right now because I'm more squishy on the ground.
Valid. Alright, in that case, my turn. I'm going to take aim at the guy I already wounded. That's definitely going to hit. For another 14 damage. He is worryingly still alive.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take a shot now at his mount, the warg. My shot went a little bit wide and clipped the tip of the warg's tail, and now that warg looks understandably annoyed with me. Okay then, I'm going to climb a little higher. I'm gonna, let's see, 2 more. Okay, I climb 2 more up. Alright. This guy is actually surprised. He had not managed to detect my presence before I took that shot, so he does nothing. This guy, down almost directly below us, is going to look up and take 2 shots. One at you, Thea, and one at me.
Okay.
So first one's for you, Thea. Oh dear. So that's a crit.
Alright.
That is 16 points of damage. And then for me, 16 to hit, that hits. I take 4 points. Ow.
Okay.
Because he's being ridden and controlled, he's not doing anything. Alright, Adran, your turn. Targeting him. Oh, right, no, you had a readied action. You were going to firebolt. I am so sorry. So go ahead and do your firebolt, and then we'll move to your turn. So yeah, you can go ahead and firebolt, and then we'll take your turn proper.
Because yeah, you were primed to attack as soon as Varin had attacked, and he had attacked at the top of the round.
You hit for 9 fire damage. Nice shot.
Good job.
Alright, now it is your turn, Adran. Excellent. And don't forget to mark the shots gone. And Thea, on your character sheet, be sure to mark one of those Other fumes gone.
Okie dokie.
And Adran, to clarify for my sake, are you targeting the same creature? Excellent. You may take your shot when ready. I just got New Hope vibes. 16, that definitely hits for another 5. Beautiful. You have your extra taxer. Oh, that's going to rip him completely off of his seat. And he drops down in front of the second warg. Very dead. First kill of the night to you, sir. Well shot.
Good job.
Anything else for you? Movement? Okay. This guy is going to take a shot up at, let's see, one for you, Thea, one for me.
Okie doke.
Alright, so 13. What is your armor class, Thea?
15.
Okay, so you see this shot coming, and oh, you're already in pain and slumped over from that first shot it hit so hard, and this one just kind of goes right over your head. But I'm going to take another 3 damage. Ow. Alright. And... oh yeah, he's also going to move. It is now this fellow's turn. Thump, 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 thump. And this guy is going to go after the warg. Moved, okay. With its gore attack. Oh my goodness.
Well, thank you, Mr. Armored Bear.
That's going to hit, which means it also takes... Adran, would you roll me 2d8, please? Ouch. So the warg takes 22 points of damage from that hit and has to succeed on a strength saving throw or be knocked prone. I am suddenly... oh, okay, so the warg is prone, and his rider has to make a dexterity saving throw against being thrown and or pinned underneath.
Oh no. Well,
Oh! So the warg falls over on its side, having just been slammed into by this horned beast. And the hobgoblin is now pinned underneath him. Nice! And ow, and I'm suddenly worried about climbing down out of these trees. Control.
really sucks for him, yeah.
Let's see. Thea, would you roll me a d6, please?
Sure.
On an even, this warg is going to attack its own rider. Okay, so the warg does not attack its rider. It scrambles up to its feet and goes after the horned beast that just knocked it over. Ouch. That's definitely going to hit for 11 piercing, and now our somewhat sort of ally has to succeed on its own strength saving throw. Which is not a problem. Okay then. So this guy is now unseated. Alright, so this guy is surprised and does nothing. Adran, please roll me a d6. On an even, this warg here is just going to start feasting on its former mount. Okay, so it does not start feasting on its former mount. It continues moving, and I forgot to make a dexterity saving throw earlier. My bad. The warg falls prone, almost in the exact same spot you did, Adran.
It's almost like it had a path to fall in.
Mud flying everywhere. And controlled mount. Okay. Of course you did. Okay.
Planned the whole time.
Right. This other fellow is going to gore attack the warg. Oh dear. Yeah. Wait, where was it? Adrian, would you roll me another 2d8, please? So that is 23 points of damage. Ouch. And a strength saving throw. Okay, the warg is not knocked prone. Thea, it's now your turn.
Okay. I'll get out my longbow. And
You can still attempt to hide because you, excuse me, have the tree branches aiding you.
I'll do that at the end of my turn. I think that... Are we able to kind of consider the rhinoceros as an ally? Sort of?
For the purposes... Oh, pardon me. For the purposes of sneak attack, you don't have to have someone being your ally. You just have to have them be an enemy of your target.
Okay.
Adrian, you can certainly try.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and try to finish the warg off over there.
Okay. Adrian, you would need to... You won't be able to get a running start, excuse me. So you would basically be making a 6-foot jump. And Thea, if you could indicate to me with a ping which target you're shooting at?
The warg there.
Okay. Thank you so much. That does hit for 17 damage. You tear its throat out.
And then I'll stealth. Not very well.
Excellent shot, though. Okay, so let me see. You don't feel too confident about how well you did or did not hide. This guy needs to make a dexterity saving throw as his mount is suddenly killed underneath him.
I think it's the whole being in a tree that's not leafy, honest.
Yeah, it's not lending too much to you. Alright, so he is prone. Alrighty then. My turn. Well, this just got very interesting. Ooh. Alrighty. So there's people below us who have been causing us a great deal of pain, and I do not appreciate. I'm going to target the same guy who shot us both earlier. "13 hits, 25 hits. Ooh, that hurts." And Colossus Slayer. So that's 20 points, 25 points of damage. This guy was looking up, lining up his next shot between the tree branches, when all of a sudden, thwack, thwack! One arrow to each eye.
Oh, he's no longer seeing.
Or living, for that matter.
Well, that goes without saying.
I'm feeling pretty good about my position right now.
Not as bad as it could be.
Oh man. Alrighty. So this guy is no longer surprised. He's going to ride up to here, and his mount needs to give a dexterity saving throw. It fails. His mount goes prone. And now he has to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh dear, yeah, they both go down in the mud. He's going to stand up, unseated, and he's going to, you know what, it's worth it. He's going to make a shot at disadvantage at you, Adran, because he's trying to clean mud from his eyes at the same time as shoot you. What's your armor class? Wait, why didn't that take? Hold on, no, that didn't work. I know I hit disadvantage. Okay, hang on. Okay, so either one would have hit. So, Adran, you're going to take 6 piercing. Oh man, I just realized my character sheet was still open. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's see. He is now prone. Not prone, dismounted. Alrighty then. Look at that, Adran. It's your turn. Are you targeting the guy who just shot you? You know, I couldn't tell, but you might seem to be a little angry. Alright, sir, go for your shots. That hits. He takes that like right in the flesh under his arm. That also hits.
Good.
Wait, are you action surging? Okay, so I'll ignore that last, that 23 for 11. Yeah, no worries. I gotcha. Did you want to move anywhere? I think he's missing his shield. Alright, so this guy's going to stand up, and he's going to attempt to remount his rather angry warg. This guy right here. For which I'm going to have him do an animal handling check. Yeah, no, he does not remount his warg. He has to back rather rapidly away and attack. He's going to take a shot up at us instead. So here's for you, Thea, and 1 for me. I'm going to go with that 7 missing you.
Okay.
But that 20... Oh wait, hold on. No.
No, that was wisdom, and then longbow, then longbow.
Yeah, you're right. But the 9 still would miss you.
Right.
But the thing is, we're both... Wait, no, I'm above you now. So he's shooting at an angle up. I hate to say this, but you're kind of in the line of fire, so he actually hits you instead.
Okay.
Because you effectively provided me with cover. Sorry.
Right. That's 7, so...
Yep, I just put it on for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're not looking too good.
Well...
That's not good. Alright, this big fellow right over here. Does that show up on your screen? No? Okay, so as if I do it there, okay. He's just going to gore this ward right in front of him. Oh, please tell me that hits. That's beautiful damage. That does not hit. They're just kind of like ramming their shoulders and heads against each other, trying to block. Oh, the big gray beast is trying to block the warg from biting his throat out. The warg is just dancing side to side, trying to avoid being gored again. Okay, so let's see now. I am 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet up. You are 5, 10, 15, 20 feet up. Yeah, I'm gonna go with you're not... Yeah, no, it can't jump through the branches to get at you. He's going to go after this guy instead. ...16 hits for 14. strength saving throw. Okay, the rhino is knocked prone. Not that we know it's a rhino. I'll edit that out.
It's a scaly horned bear, obviously.
Yes, precisely. Alright, now it is this warg's turn. Thea, roll me a d6. On the even, he's going to go after his hobgoblin mount.
Oops, wrong thing. There we go.
Yeah, he didn't appreciate the hobgoblin trying to get back on his back. Oh! That hits.
And can the hobgoblin make his strength save?
DC 13.
Tusk-nosed spear.
Tusk-nosed bear.
I like that one.
Oh, nope.
Nope.
He goes prone. Oh, this is getting very interesting. I love chaotic battles. They're so much fun.
The warg's
Alright.
like, I do not appreciate you distracting me while I'm being gored at by the tusk-nosed bear.
Right. And this hobgoblin is going to move up, bring up his crossbow, and take a shot at me. That misses. I hear the twang, and I duck to the side instinctively, and there's a heavy thwack as a big old bolt hits the tree trunk, where my head was a moment ago. I just kind of look back and like, oh.
Another one.
I don't approve of this. Quack, quack. I don't get the reference. Oh. I get it now. Nope, this guy goes prone, right at the feet of the tusk-nosed bear. And is going to wait, prone. That's disadvantage for melee attacks, isn't it?
Oh, Adran, it's canon now. It's a tusk-nosed bear. Everyone's conceded.
Disadvantage on attack rolls, okay. So it's not melee, it's just attack rolls in general. Okay, so let's see if this works this time. Going to bite at the tusk-nosed bear. Hey, there's a disadvantage, now it works. Weird. 14, however, is still enough to hit, as the tusk-nosed bear loses 7 points of damage from its ankle and has to succeed on a strength saving throw. Nope, the tusk-nosed bear goes prone. Alright, this one is so far unwounded. Oh yeah, I know what this one's going to do. He's going to rise up, move up to here, and he's got his forepaws on the tree trunk, trying to get up at you, Adran. Can't.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me. Can't quite get to you. I almost hit bite. Yep. He slips and slides a little bit, but manages to get his forepaws braced against the tree trunk. Adran, it looks rather ominously similar to a ramp.
Dun, dun, dun.
This fellow is going to get back on his feet and gore at the warg. Oh my goodness. That hits for 20 damage. Look at this thing's health bar.
Well,
Right here.
I think he was not well pleased.
And has to succeed on a strength saving throw. Oh, yep. The warg's fine. Stays on its feet. Took that horn right to its shoulder and chest and muscle meat and just went, whatever. Like you actually hear a snarl from this warg of, "What's your point?"
I thought he was sticking the point to you.
Thea, it's your turn.
So...
Attacking anyone who's prone is automatic disadvantage.
Right. Is this one prone?
Yes. If they have the snail icon, that's kind of what I'm using to indicate prone.
Okay. So I think I want to try and take out one of the ones around the rhinoceros. Or I could try taking out the one near Adran. Why don't I go ahead and attack that one?
Okay.
I-
Adrian's 15 feet. That warg is not within 5 feet of Adrian.
That's fine. I just won't get sneak attack.
Fair enough. 11. Your arrow clips some fur right off the side of the warg's neck before embedding in the tree trunk right in front of it.
Eh,
Good try.
I tried. That's one less arrow.
Yep. Alright. My turn. Alright. I'm going to take a shot at this big burly guy right there that shot at me, because I don't appreciate or approve. That hits.
Varin does not approve this message. You will send back a rejoinder.
A permanent one, as that guy takes the arrow, spins, and falls flat on his face in the wet grass. And then I'm going to spin around and take a nearly blind shot through the branches. Yep, that's gonna hit. Oh man, and Colossus Slayer, because that guy's wounded. So that is 12 points of damage. Adrian, you just see a familiar looking feathered shaft sink into the lower back right muscle. I'm not sure what the muscle is called. Right of the spine, down right near the base of the torso of this guy right here. As I shoot him in the back. He, however, is going to run up the back of the warg and is going to jump into the tree and is now adjacent with you, Adrian.
How rude.
Swinging with his mace. I get a 6 to attack and a 15. What's your armor class, sir? 16, I believe? Nice. You see him coming and you just like ward off his mace with your elbows. Oh, Adrian, look whose turn it is. You have your longbow in one hand and an enemy right in front of you. So you can draw your short sword, attack, and then bonus action second wind if you wish. Okay. Hold that thought. Don't press any buttons for a moment, please. And you may continue. $11 is exactly what you needed. You stab him right in the throat. And he falls limp back down to the ground.
Nice.
I love it. That's what happens. Although I can't get to his token, so well, whatever.
No, he rolls down the back of the warg.
Adrian, you still have your extra attack. So at this point, you can actually drop your sword and continue with a shot with your longbow. Who would you like to hit? I'm going to grab your token here for a second. I'm going to say that you were probably like right in this area right here. Fair? So he has cover from his former mount and he's prone. So technically, yes, you can possibly hit him. It would indeed. You are 30 feet up, but there's also this tree. There's other tree. Did you see the arrow I drew? Yeah, so you're making a shot through tree branches. Hang on a second. 5, 10, 15 feet up. You're 15 feet up, making a shot through branches, past like a big creature, because these wargs, they're occupying a large space. It is, but it is also prone. This warg, however,
this
is
right here is
you,
probably within your line of sight a lot easier.
You could actually shoot at this warg here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
With no disadvantage because he's not within melee of you. Yeah, you got a clean line of fire on him. Tusk-nosed bear.
Yeah. Might as well help Mr.
That'll hit.
Tusk-nosed bear.
For 5 damage, it looks pretty messed up, but still alive. Anything else from you, sir? Do you want a second wind or action surge?
Nice.
Excellent shot. Alright, go ahead and roll it. It's now a D10 plus 6. I bet that feels nice. Oh, wow. So you're only going to heal up to maximum. You're not going to go past your hit point max.
That's pretty good.
Alright. And did you want to move anywhere, or are you happy where you're at? Okay. Give me a dexterity saving throw, please. Okay, you do not take damage. You move another 5 feet up, spending 10 feet of movement. And are you gonna climb higher? Okay. This guy's going to stand back up, spinning half. Let's see. Oh man, he's kind of stuck in a... he doesn't have any good options as far as like places to move. Alright, he's going to try and mount one more time. Oh yeah, this time he gets back on. Rather easily. He's going to have his warg take the disengage action, and he himself is going to take a shot. One for you, Thea, and one for me. Okay, so you are still 5 feet lower than I am. So can he even see me? Whatever. 15 for you, Thea. Okay. And then, yeah, this next shot is definitely for me. I get hit for another 9 damage. Ow. Man,
and I'm down.
No, you're hanging on the branches basically.
And I take an auto failure when I fall down.
Yeah, you're slumped against a tree, caught in a, for lack of a better term, a net of branches.
Okay, so I'm like slumped against the tree basically.
And then, having had his warg disengage.
Okay, gotcha.
40. How far did wargs move? 50. 10 feet more. Alrighty. This fellow did not approve. He's going to... Let's see. Let's see, where's the... There it is. Too far away. Nope, this guy's not going to go anywhere. He's going to stand back up because I just realized he's still prone. And make a gore against the warg. Oh, who's also prone, which means with advantage. A 17 will hit for another 8 damage. I'm not gonna have the warg make a strength saving throw against being prone when he's already prone. Pretty sure not. Oh, and this warg here just made a bite, but hindered by the arrow lodged in his back. He's kind of
I don't think there's such thing as being double
having a hard time
prone.
making his mind up about where he's going to attack, or bite rather. Alright, so that guy's being controlled. He bit his tongue. I love it. Okay, this guy is going to stand up. Yeah, that guy. And make a bite back at the tusk-nosed bear. Which hits for 13. And strength saving throw. Oh yeah, the tusk-nosed bear does not go down this time. The warg beneath you, Adran, drops down to all fours again. And makes a hopping jump back up at you and can't quite get at you. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Ignore that. Can't reach you. No, that's only when you're moving through it. Yeah, there's a big tree to brace against, basically.
Would he need to make a dex because he's hopping in mud?
I was thinking about it and I'm like,
Only moving through it? Okay.
Right, so this guy is going to, yeah.
That's fair.
Smash down this uppity puppy of a warg. Or, you know, try to, because 9 misses. Thía, you are unconscious. I need a death saving throw. That is one fail. Alright, yep. I'm going to drop down towards you. I have to make a dexterity save against this vine. Whew, I barely missed slamming my hand down on one particularly fantastic looking thorn. And I'm gonna pour a Hackenleaf brew down your throat. Which, I need to look up what that does again, because it's been so long since we last used them. There we go. And you are correct. 8d4. No, sorry, you are almost correct. 8d4 plus 8. Adran, would you please roll that for me? No worries. You were most of the way correct. So 8d4 plus 8. So 30 points. I don't think you even have 30 hit points. Okay, yeah, you're back up to full health. You are prone in a tree and you're feeling rather groggy.
I have 29.
Welcome back. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. On a level height with you. Adran, I believe you snarled something along the lines of, "He's mine. It is your turn. You've got a clean line of fire." Alright, take the shot. Uh, 21 is gonna hit for 11
It's not so
damage.
fast without his warg.
The warg tumbles, dead. slamming rather brutally face first into the ground. And his rider has to try and land on his feet. His rider does not land on his feet. Goes slamming down, also face first into the ground. Alright, Adran. For you, sir. You have your extra attack. If you want to target the rider, it's going to be a shot with disadvantage. So just roll that one more time. And we'll take the lower of the results. Okay. Alright, so yeah, you missed the second shot. Sorry. Did you want to move anywhere? Action surge? You can action surge and make 2 more attacks. There's just going to be a disadvantage against that particular target.
There's a lot of other targets left, though. That, and I don't think the hobgoblin's getting away anytime soon.
Action surge! Or Sareg. No wonder he missed that second shot. He's just way too pumped up.
Sareg.
Fully DED. Are you targeting the same
I will kill you,
sir?
dead. DED, dead.
Oh, you're targeting the ward in front of you. Okay. Are you shooting him? 1 shot to each. Rider first. Give me 1 shot with disadvantage. I'll allow it to hit. However, your bowstring snaps. Unless you'd rather it not hit. So hit or no hit? Okay. You hit him, you kill him. He be dead. Your bowstring is snapped. You'll have to wait until your next turn to use your crossbow. But you can, however, summon your sword back to your hand with your bonus action and stab this warg down here if you wanted. Well, you had to drop it in order to take the shots with your longbow. So right now you would need to bonus action summon the sword to your hand and make a single stab at the warg. All right, give me a stab attack at normal. No advantage, no disadvantage. I'll allow it to hit, but something bad might happen.
It's not ominous in the least.
technically speaking, your attack roll misses, but I like to allow it to happen, but usually at the cost of a unfortunate circumstance. For example, bowstring snapping. Okay, so you're okay. I get you now. All right, so you drop down to into a branch level where you can make your attack. You hit, but you miscalculate the weight and speed of your drop. The branch you land on snaps under your feet, and you drop down, and you're now eye to eye with this warg. You're not out of the tree. You're just eye to eye. Having just dug your short sword through his shoulder. Do you actually say that? Oh. Okay then. Clearly there are going to be questions for Adran later. Oh man. Oh. Ow. This tusk-nosed bear slams down on this uppity puppy. And
Oh, Mr. Hard-nosed bear.
Yep, this guy is going to... oh wait, I forgot. Strength saving throw. Okay, yep, the warg remains standing. This tusk-nosed bear is going to take another 8 damage. Succeed on a strength saving throw. Hopefully. Succeeds! Does not fall down. Whew. Alright.
Wow.
Back at the first tusk-nosed bear. Weeples wobble. Ouch. Tusk-nosed bear over here takes another 9 damage. Ooh, not looking good.
Don't fall down.
And does not fall over. Adran. Weeble wobble, but they don't fall down. I got you now. Adran, there's a rather angry looking warg right in front of you. And he bites at you. Your armor class is 15. Or no, 16, excuse me. Attack roll is 15. Yeah, AC is 16. You see his bite coming at your face, and you just like twitch far enough back, grab a branch, and shove it right between his mauling fangs. Close call. All right. Full of your armpits stink. Now right in this warg's mouth.
Probably the one that's under his armpit.
13. First. Oh, please tell me you actually say that out loud. This warg over here dies. Nice. Okay. And Thía, I assume you stand up. You're still in this tree. You've spent half of your movement to get back up onto your feet. Yes.
Yep.
Go for it. You will get sneak attack, but no advantage.
I imagine I still have my bow.
That okay then.
So I guess I'll just attack that one.
Advantage was not required. So I do brutal criticals. I think I've covered that with you. So that's 12 plus 4 is 16 and 16. Oh, you forgot to take off your death save. 16 and 16. That's 32 points of damage. That warg had 6 hit points left. It is now very gone. I would say that it probably like slid a good 20 feet through the mud after
Who
that
cares?
hit.
It needs to be gone. Just.
There you go. Anything else from you, Thea? Okay. You just hear a low whistle from behind you. From behind you.
Yes,
and
obviously.
Like, oh. Glad I got you back up. And then I turn around and I'm going to take 2 shots at the warg harassing Adran. The 10 is going to miss. Bummer. Okay. Something wrong with my arrow counter. I'm not sure if I marked the correct arrows gone. But 27 hits for 12. So I deal 15 points of damage. Ouch. Adran, it's your turn. One of my arrows just hit the tree trunk like a few micro inches above your eyebrows. And there's now a very wounded warg in front of you. Alright, stab him. Nat 1 misses. Oh, you have your extra. I can almost see you hanging your head down and shit.
Yeah.
The same branch you used to save your life against this thing's bite. Yeah, yeah. No, you didn't use the wrong end. You stabbed the branch you shoved in the thing's mouth.
Use the wrong end. That sounds like it would be painful.
And 11. Yeah, and nope, that doesn't hit. Sorry, man. However. Oh, did you want to move anywhere? You can try to move, but it'll trigger an attack of opportunity. If you had, it would have been at disadvantage. Anything else from you? Sir, do you want to move? Alright, that will trigger an attack of opportunity. Are you still moving then? Okay, so you drop down 10 feet. Give me a dexterity saving throw. Okay, yeah, you actually turned your sliding and slipping in this mud into kind of an elegant twirling dance as you just kind of coast along through all this shrubbery and trees. And this tusk-nosed bear, who's badly wounded and doesn't seem to care, gonna move up. Please stay up. Oh, nope, does not stay up. 20 feet. Spends the rest of its 20 feet to stand back up and does a gore attack. Yeah. In the process of standing up, he just kind of like throws his head up and impales this warg right through the guts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so we did run a little bit long, so I'm going to take a break. We're going to take a break right here. Right. And we will come back. Alright. So, yeah. This tusk-nosed bear standing over here. Did that go through? Oh, no, it did not. I know why. There we go. I saw the wrong layer again. Let's see. It's just kind of standing there, looking around, bleeding, confused, because there's all of a sudden no more clearly visible enemies. Double checking intelligence. Yeah, these aren't exactly the smartest of creatures. Thea, you can see this. Adran, you don't. The ground immediately behind this tusk-nosed bear, the ground looks as though it's boiling.
Oh no.
And then... Adran, you have a thought? Thea, you watch in horror as the ground suddenly erupts, and this massive creature writhes up out of the ground, mandibles clicking, scythe-like claws grasping at the very unsuspecting tusk-nosed bear.
Oh no. Tusk-nosed bear.
That definitely hits for 15 total damage, 12 slashing and 3 acid, and the tusk-nosed bear is now grappled by this surprise thing. Thea, it's your turn.
Well, we clearly have a new enemy. Clearly. I'm gonna go ahead and attack the weird thing that attacked our friend Tusk-nosed Bear.
Fair enough. You have clean line of shot, no advantage, but you do get sneak attack. An 11 to hit. That misses. Sorry.
Well, I tried.
Anything else from you?
I don't like the ground right now. I think I'm gonna climb up a bit.
Okay, then give me another how high up are you gonna climb? You're already 5, 10, 15, 20. You're already 20 feet up. I'm gonna say you can climb another... you're 20 feet up. You can climb another 10 feet up. If you, any higher, and you're gonna start having issues with the less than stellar strength of the tree trunk.
How about 5 feet more?
Alright, give me a dexterity saving throw, please. You successfully avoid taking any damage from the vines.
I am motivated. The ground is it bubbles and spouts, whatever that is.
Right. I'm going to move over, so I'm also going to have to make a dex save here. As soon as I remember where I put my character sheet. I succeed on not taking damage. I
Yay.
approve. And I'm going to just kind of blurt out, what by Seva's mercy is that?
Ooh, it's scary.
Oh wow, yeah, both those shots are gonna hit.
Yeah, Varin does not approve at all.
Varin does not approve. Ryan's having issues, so that's 19 and 6. That's 25 points of damage. Oh man, watch that thing's health bar.
Nice.
Bam! Oh man, Adran, anything from you, sir? You just hear us blurting things out. You hear screams of fury and pain. You move over there. Alright, and you are out of the mud, so you no longer have to make dex saves. I appreciate it, but you no longer have to make dex saves. So you do not fall prone. You have another 15 feet if you want to move anywhere. Because for once, I did not put you on difficult terrain. Nice. Alright, all three are going to target the same creature, I assume? Alright, roll me 1d4 plus 1. and mark a spell slot code. No, I said 1d4. Okay, it did roll 1d4. Okay, that's really confusing. Alright, so that comes out to 15 points of damage from that one spell. Beautiful.
Nice.
There's a hideous rasping noise as you literally blow this thing's head completely off its shoulders. Any further movement from you, sir? You have 15 feet remaining, remember. Right?
Yes.
You rolled max damage. Oh, beautiful. Anything else? Did you want to move anywhere? Okay. So that's your turn. What is this guy gonna do? He's gonna move around this tree. I'm just being like, what? Wait, how far do these things move again? 40 feet, I believe? Yeah, it's 40 feet. Okay.
Like, fellow friend, are you all right?
Right. Adran, the ground under your feet is boiling,
Oh no.
rumbling, shaking.
Ah.
With a clicking, hideous, screeching noise, this thing erupts out of the earth. And yeah, it's gonna bite at you. I get 24 to hit. I think that beats your armor class, even with shield. Yeah, even with shield, you get like a what, 21?
I don't think mommy can help.
You're gonna take, so you take 10 slashing damage, and you feel acid just burning into you. 16. And you are now grappled, which means you have a 0 movement speed. Alrighty. Down 1, so that was 5. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Down like this. Nope. Concerning what just came out of the ground, this guy's actually going to go that way.
My mortal enemy. Actually, I think it has 6 legs.
Thea, it's your turn.
Well.
Are you correcting? You hear me from below. Are you correcting his count while this thing's ripping into him?
I'll shoot a longbow and be like, well, we need to be specific and correct about it.
Oh, that's gonna hit for 9 damage. Beautiful.
13 because I get sneak attack.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking at the 9 from sneak attack, and yeah, my bad. Another 4, there we go.
And that's another arrow down.
Look something up. Alright, so you're grappled currently, Adrian. Your speed is 0. Yeah, that's basically the only thing that really results. Is that your speed is 0. Oh yeah, and if this thing moves, for example, underground, you're going with it.
You can still stab it.
You can still stab
Or-
it. No disadvantage for stabbing. Or magic missile, for that matter.
Or you could even try and get out of the grapple too.
Yes. I'm going to turn, and I'm going to take 2 shots with this thing. The 15 hits, the 11 does not. So Colossus Slayer goes on the 11. So that becomes 17 points of damage.
Yep.
Boom. Adran, it's your turn.
Finish him.
I so regret that we could not hear your verbal reaction to this. Alright, roll me 1d4 plus 1. How much are you missing that shield right now? Alright, so that's 3 times 3, that's 9 points of damage, and that is literally the amount of hit points this thing had left. Oops.
Good job.
There we go.
Team effort. We did it.
Drop back to your feet. Badly hurt, I imagine. Alright, so believe it or not. Okay, this other tusk-nosed bear is going to just kind of like, nope. Things coming out of the ground after us? Nah, we're out. Bye.
It's just gonna nope out.
They're noping out. So that entire fight took less than a minute in game terms.
Yeah, that was round 7.
That took 7 rounds. Almost exactly 7 rounds. Adran, how you doing?
Do you need some hack and leaf brew?
Yeah, he took a few hits. I think we need a rest.
Ooh, I wonder what kind of neat things it has inside that we might be able to scavenge.
That is an excellent question. I, however, am opting for a short rest.
Oh, okay. Yes,
Like
short rest. It is a thing we can do.
It is a thing we can do. And I look at the ground and I'm just kind of like, Adran, no offense. I think I'm gonna take a short rest up here in the tree.
Hey, join us in case there's another one of those. The ground just does. It seems kind of suspicious to me. Kind of sus, man. Just kind of sus.
Alright, so I spent, holy mackerel, I spent like 13 arrows. I can recover 6.
I spent 5, so that's 2.
And I'm also going to take some time to take some stones from this lake area, so I have 20 shots for my slingshot. I don't blame you.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Hopefully they were just like wandering away from their people.
Jim. Oh man.
I'm glad we were able to help the tusk-nosed bears.
I'm glad they were able to help us.
That too. You see, when you help people, they can help you back. Or rather, they helped us, so we were able to help them. I think that's how it worked.
I'm not entirely sure they were actually helping us. I think they were just responding.
I agree. At the same time, it was helpful.
Thea, would you go ahead and roll? Wait, you're at full health now because of that hack and leaf brew, aren't you?
Yep.
Nice. Adran.
It was highly convenient.
Yeah. Adran, oh, we didn't. Oh. Adran, go ahead and roll your hit dice. And Thea.
Uh-huh.
I need you to roll me a D100. Not D100, my bad. A D20. Sorry.
That was not a good roll.
Hang on a second.
Unless we wanted low, then it was a good roll.
Well, we will find out here in a second. As soon as my computer catches up with my brain. For once, my brain's actually moving faster. I am immediately suspicious of this. Where is it? Here we go. Alright, so you rolled a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. You lose a foot or a leg as a result of going unconscious.
A foot or a leg?
Your speed on foot is halved, and you must use a cane or crutch to move unless you have a peg leg or other prosthesis. You fall prone after using the dash action, and you have disadvantage on all dexterity checks made to balance.
Okie dokie.
So I will let you choose what exactly you lost and how.
Let's see. Okay, so we had to cut my foot off because between the arrows and the thorns in the tree, it just like really, really damaged my foot. And
I've added it to your character sheet. Down at the bottom of your features.
Okie doke.
So your speed is now, I'm gonna round it up. Oh no, it's sorry. It's 35 by 2. That becomes 17. I think it's technically 17.5. So 17. So your speed is now 17 feet on your turn. Adran, did you recover all of your hit points? You can spend more hit dice. How many did you roll? Did you only roll the 1? Okay, so did you add 11 to your hit points earlier? Okay. So that's now, you're at 42 plus 10, you're at 52. You can spend 1 more hit dice and recover and go back to full. You don't have to roll it, or you can roll it. Excellent. So you're now back at 53 hit points. You recharge your second wind and your action surge. So we can make a choice. We can spend the time to craft some form of a crude crutch for you, Thea, or we can attempt to make a shield out of these things' chitinous armor. Is that how you pronounce it? Chitinous or chitinous? I'm not entirely sure.
I am not either.
We'll go with chitinous, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Adran, your call. Do you want to work on a shield, or do you want to work on some form of a prosthetic for Thea? You want to work on a shield. Okay. In that case, you can give me a survival check, and I will work on. Let's see. What do I have actually for tools of this nature? I mean, a crutch isn't too terribly hard to make.
Yeah, we could probably just get a. We could take probably one of the branches from one of the trees and get one, especially one of the thicker ones.
A 9. These creatures are so strange. You're able to harvest some pieces. You're not entirely sure if it'll be useful or not, if that makes sense. And Thea, we are Yeah, I'm not gonna call for a roll on chopping a tree branch.
Okay.
Okay, so Thea, you doing all right?
I've been better.
On the plus side, we know where we can go to have you regrow your foot, but it's a question of do we want to lead these enemies that direction right now,
Probably not.
since it would be back towards home. Adran, would you roll me a d6, please? Thea, I need a wisdom saving throw.
Right.
There is a strange sensation of like a shiver going through your spine. Almost as though someone tried to sneak up behind you and touch you, or tried to look in on you from outside a wall or outside a window. Just someone who didn't want you to know they were there. But it doesn't seem like it stayed.
Thea will cock her head and look around.
Thea? Everything alright?
Was someone watching us?
We need to move. And we are going to go back to the travel map. So, since this morning started, we have been on the move up until the fight for 1 hour and 20 minutes. So we are now 4 miles from where we started. And then we start to move. The skies overhead continue to darken, growing worse and worse. On the horizon, you can see flickers of deadly lightning reaching down from the clouds to smite upon the earth. I'm on the wrong map for my Dungeon Master screen. There we go. So we are heading eastward, since they're coming from the southwest. Bless you to whoever sneezed. It is, at a rough guess, Adran and Thea, you've lost all. There's nothing really to really draw from for navigating and knowing which direction we're heading at this point. The clouds have blotted out the sun. The wind is whipping about in all directions. You can see rain in various places moving rapidly over the grasslands. It looks to be like a very bad storm. And your sole guide in this is me. And let's see now. It's unsure, but you can go by the feeling in your legs that it has been at least, let's see, a few hours since we left behind that fight at the lake. And hang on, where is it? There it is. Okay, where is it? There it is. And we are struggling through. There is no visual sign of anywhere safe to go. Give me 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. So we are struggling forward. You are basically following me on blind hope at this point, because you don't even see what I'm using to navigate myself by. And I look up into the storm-riddled sky above. Turn back to you, Adran and Thea. They're almost on us. They're gonna hit us in a few moments. More of the hobgoblins.
Well, I suppose we should get ourselves in a position to either hide from them or take them on head on, or do both.
For reference sake, this is all difficult terrain. Okay.
Alright.
Thea, I'm gonna step over to you. I'm going to touch one of the pouches on my component belt, my snakeskin component pouch. I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna put my hand on you, and I'm gonna cast Longstrider on you.
Oh,
You
thank
have
you.
a 1 hour boost of 10 feet per turn to your speed. Then I'm going to turn Adran. I'm going to spend 2 more spell slots. Ouch, that's expensive. I've cast Jump on yourself and myself. So our jump distance is tripled. So Thea, your speed is now 27 for the next hour.
It's better than 17.
Right? Adran, you, from a standing position, you can now jump 18 feet from a standing position. Okay? Yes, you, Adran. For convenience sake, we'll round it up to 20, if that makes sense. So you could jump, make a single jump, and land. It's not showing you. Sorry. You could land over there. Do you see the arrow? Okay. You would be landing in difficult terrain, so you would have to make a dexterity saving throw if you do that. Make sense? Awesome. Alright, and you have a few moments to position yourselves, however you think is necessary.
Well, I guess she'll stealth and pull out her bow.
Sorry, Adrian, I was doing math in my head. I am going to try and search that out. Oh, and with disadvantage because of the wind. Yeah, so 13. I point vaguely back in the direction that I've been leading. So where's my arrow? That direction-ish. Thea, can you please give me a stealth check? You are within tall, thick grass, and the storm is coming on, so it's getting dark. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty violent... So, woo, that's a good stealth.
Fairly decent.
And you can position yourself wherever you think would be a good idea. And Adran, anything for you, sir? I see that you've shifted. Switch to go crossbow. Okay, bear in mind that that means you can only get one shot per turn. That is true. Alright, I am going to ready an action to cast Spike Growth as soon as I detect excuse me, enemies. Anything else you want to do, Adran? Position yourself. You do have your sling. You can make 2 shots with your sling. Valid. All right. And you can. And did you want to position yourself at all? Adran, did you want to position yourself at all? Oh, you did. Oh, I see. My bad. Alrighty. Within a few moments, even you, Adran, in the midst of the storm, can hear thudding feet upon the ground, moving rapidly. And that triggers, excuse me, my readied action. Watch where you step. Okay.
Aye, sir.
As I cast Spike Growth almost at my feet. No, you recharge your spell slots on a long rest, not a short. And you can all roll for initiative, as our enemies are now visible.
Whee!
Adran, did you remember to click on your character token this time? Ooh, there we go. Alright, and I am now concentrating. Alright. Wrong button. There it is. Alright, Adran, you're up first. Hey.
Well, that's a change from the way it's been before.
I know. Alright, sorry, where are you targeting, sir? I wasn't looking. Alright, slingshot. You have a range of 30 feet for normal, 120 with disadvantage. And you're targeting one of the back creatures. Using my arrow right here. They are in disadvantage range. If you want to make a shot with no disadvantage, you would have to move closer. And I almost forgot something, which I'm sure you're, terribly crushed by. The violent storm is breaking overhead, so excuse me. Adrian, you can go ahead and move yourself where you need to be in order to make a shot with no disadvantage. Where did I put that? Here we go. I found it. Yay. Okay, that's a good idea. Adrian, I need you to give me a 1d4. Roll a 1d4 for me, please.
I'm almost picturing Adrian like Go-Go Gadget. Go-Go Gadget crossbow.
Alright, you know what? That was such an unlooked for. You may take a inspiration, Thea.
Oh, thank you.
Adrian, 1d4 please. As you prepare to cast magic into the face of these creatures. Whenever you're ready, sir. 1d4 please. Roll a 1d4. Excellent. Alright, so your storm effect is a lightning strike. I need a dexterity save from you, please.
Oh no.
And I hope you succeed. You succeed, you're going to take half damage.
That's still painful.
So you take 12 points of lightning damage as the bolt strikes down on you. 12 down. We're in a violent storm, and you may now take your shot.
It was like the storm was saying, you in particular, die.
So you're like readying this bolt of flame, and your hair just kind of like suddenly stands up, waving all about you, and you like twist aside as this bolt of lightning strikes the ground. All right, Adrian, take your fireball shot. Okay, you know what? Go ahead. Inspiration point for you, sir. Oh, you crit! And who were you targeting to kill? I got it. There you go. And you deal 31 points of damage. Look at his... Oh, hang on. Look at his health bar. That is such massive damage in one shot. I'm going to have him do a con save. You're not happy. Unfortunately, that is not enough to succeed. Even with a nat 20.
Well, you know, at least that's...
You just killed him right off.
Second battle in a row where you got the first kill, Adrian.
I almost imagine like you channel some of the lightning into that firebolt.
It had extra sparks or something.
Anything else from you, sir? Oh man. Anything else for you, Adrian? Like, did you want to move before they get closer? Okay. Alright. I'm in pain. Ow. Alright, so it's now my turn. And I need to make a 1d4. Uh-oh. So, same thing.
Oh no!
And I'm concentrating on a spell. Okay, so I'm only gonna take half damage. Yay!
At least that's less that you have to get on your save.
Half damage is 11 points of damage. Ow. Oh, please don't let me lose concentration. I keep concentration. Okay,
Yay!
hooray! Oh, thank goodness. I don't want to lose spike growth right now. Okay then, I'm going to open fire. Ooh. Oh, ooh, ow. That's gonna hurt. So 8 damage for him. And then Colossus Slayer. Because I forgot to roll it for some reason. That's 9. And I killed that lead rider. And then I'm going to turn and make an 18-foot jump. And save against falling prone. I save against falling prone. So I'm going to jump there, another 15 feet, because I do not want to be close to these people. Now I fall prone. Hey, you know what? At least it was after I had already succeeded once. Alrighty. Pardon me. Suddenly riderless. This creature's going to run at you anyways. So move 5 feet forward. Out of 50. So that's
Is the
actually
storm
10.
indiscriminate, or is the
Oh, nope, you're right.
storm
Thank you for reminding
discriminating?
me. 1d4. I'm gonna laugh at this. Oh, it's a 1. Result on a 1. This warg has disadvantage on all attacks for the rest of its turn, as it is blinded by raining hail. 5
Oh
feet,
no.
10 feet. $10, 20, 30. Adran, would you like to roll me 8d4, sir? And watch this creature's health plummet. Beautiful. Oh, ugly, yes. It is going to dash, trying to get to you. Roll me another 2d4. I'm going to be very shocked if it survives this one. Oh wow, it survived that one. Alright, another 2d4. Color me shocked.
Yeah? It got lucky.
There we go.
That's better.
Alright, Thea, you have successfully hidden. I need a d4 from you, please.
Alright.
Oh dear. You have disadvantage on all attacks for the rest of the turn as hail rushes down upon you. And I need a dexterity saving throw from you, please.
Okie dokie.
And I also need to know if you intended to move anywhere.
I guess it depends.
Okay. That is a fail.
Okay.
You're going to take full damage.
Alright.
That is 19 lightning as a bolt crashes down upon you. And if you wish to move anywhere, I will need an athletics check from you.
Okay.
As you have to deal with all of the conditions of the violent storm as a result of rolling a 4. So as a side note, 4, bad. You don't want 4.
Eh.
You are hidden, so you will. So that's going to cancel out the disadvantage, and you're going to make a shot as normal.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get that head warg there, because, well, maybe I should get one of the riders.
A warg is probably easier to hit,
Okay.
which means you could
So-
potentially also get sneak attack. Not sneak attack. Sorry. sharpshooter.
Okay.
If you wanted.
Let's see. If I do, that would be subtracting off my 5.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd just be whatever's on the die.
Correct.
Well, I might as well, so we'll subtract 5 from this roll.
All right. That is definitely going to hit. So that's an automatic 15 damage. Nice shot.
Okay.
And you still have your movement if you want to move, but you're going to have to basically force your way through the wind.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and stealth.
Beautiful.
And then you said I need to do an athletics to move, right?
Yes.
Okay. There's my athletics.
You do not succeed against the strength of these winds. You can move only at a quarter of your normal difficult terrain speed.
So 1 spot. There we go.
Pretty much. Alrighty. Who wants to roll me a d4 for the next storm effect? A 3. That is... I'm going to have this... Yeah, I'm still going to have it affect him. Basically, he's going to make a check to see if he stays in the saddle or not. Wait, who's this? Okay.
Bad luck, dude. Bad luck. I'm wishing him bad luck, that is.
I was hoping so. That is... This hobgoblin is so badly buffeted by these winds that he slips right out of the saddle. And lands... who wants to roll me 2d4? Okay, he takes 6 points of piercing damage from spike growth. And also he needs to see if he landed on his feet or prone. Oh yeah, he landed on his feet just fine. He's going to force himself back up onto his ride. Because, weirdly, the ground hurt really bad. And he's going to try and force his mount forward. So this is
That's just like
10,
bad karma.
20, 30, 40, 50. Alright. Who wants to roll me 10d4? I love it.
That is beautiful damage.
The warg dies. And the rider falls again. Who wants to give him another 2d4 of damage for landing in the spike growth? Ouch. Does he land prone? He does not land prone. He lands on his feet. He's been 15 feet earlier, so he's going to try and keep going forward. That's 10 feet. He can't go any further on this turn. Who wants to roll me another 2d4 for him? That was literally the hit points he had left.
Poor dude.
Awesome.
Not much for thinking, that one.
Oh man, alrighty then, who wants to roll me a single d4 for a storm effect for the warg? So close, and yet so far.
I think he meant far.
Yeah, he did. What the? Oh no, the warg is gonna get all of them.
Well, Mr. Warg,
Alright, dex save.
better you than me.
A nat 1, full damage from the lightning strike.
It hurts.
For 21 points of damage. Watch his health bar. The warg is incinerated by the bolt of lightning.
Definitely not his day.
Nope. Gross.
I don't know that we want that kind of fried warg.
Ooh, no thanks. And Thea, would you please give me a 1d4 roll for a
Alright.
storm effect for one of these hobgoblins? A 3, so strong winds. That's to see if he stays his saddle or not. Surprisingly, he does.
Oh, wow.
Well, you know what happens. So he's gonna force his mount forward. He knows. Let's see.
Even after watching what happened to his friend that forced his work through.
He's not sure what caused it.
Or that's fair.
All right, I need another.
King is not their forte.
Nope. I need another 10d4 piercing, please, from someone. Come.
I'll soon be worm food.
No, 10d4, please. There we go.
That's
29 points of damage for the ward, and it falls over dead. This rider. Does he land on his feet? He does not. 2d4 for 2d4 for the unfortunate rider who landed on his face. Ouch. Stands up with his massive scar under his eye. He's going to try and search for you, Thea, because he knows someone gave a shot from over there. What was your stealth check earlier?
That was a while ago.
I think it was 23.
Yep, it was a 23.
Oh, and it's with disadvantage because of the weather.
Oh, do you want me to roll it again?
No, not you, not you. His searching.
Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha.
No, that fails. He does not find you. So he's gonna stand up. So that's 15 feet.
What elves are natural at hiding?
Right. So another 2d4 for him. 10, 5, 15. So another 2d4 for him, whoever wants to roll it. Takes 6 more points of damage, and he looks like he is about to ready to fall over dead. Alrighty. Who wants to roll for the storm effect for the next warg? Two. The lightning strike. Oh, it's another warg. I feel so sorry. Oh, fail. Epic fail. Who would like to roll the the lightning bolt damage? 4d10. Okay.
Well,
Ouch. And thinking this through more carefully, considering the fact that that warg is mounted, the rider should also make a dexterity saving throw, which also fails. So they both take 34 points of lightning damage.
well, can tap into better people.
So he dies instantly, and he dies instantly. And Adran, it's now your turn. You can move, or you can firebolt. Oh, actually, before you do that, I need a D4 for you, sir. Lightning, I need a dex save from you, sir.
You can do it.
You can do it. You got this. A nat 20. Okay, you know what? Just for that, you're going to take quarter damage instead of half. Because that was a beautiful save. Ooh, ouch.
This is a lovely one. Especially considering all that damage.
Oh man, can you imagine?
So that's like 7 damage?
Yep. You take 7 damage lightning. And then you can take your turn. Did you already mark the 7 gone, sir? You sense the lightning coming this time, and you leaped far enough away to only like get your toe hit. So 7 gone. There you go.
Is it for the flux capacitor?
Yes. All right, Adran, you can take your shot. That is enough to hit and kill.
Woohoo!
Excellent. I come back towards you guys, and I have to work hard to make myself heard through the wind. But I managed to convey to you guys that I know of a place that we can get to, or not, I don't know of a place. I think I can find a place for us to find shelter in, but it might be risky. But possibly less risky than staying out in the storm.
Well, then let's go with the less risky option.
Adran?
Ow.
Okay. I lead us down into a draw between hills and further on, excuse me, for several miles, battling the elements. Where is it? There we go. Give me 1 second while I get this up here. And by this point, all these spell effects have faded off. So, Thea, you no longer have Longstrider.
Okie dokie.
So you're back down to 17. I don't blame you. I lead you to an area that looks bewildering. Here and there are half-grown skeletal trees. Some look like trees that have grown and died and collapsed partially. Stones pile atop each other in the remnants of some bygone civilization. And ahead of us we can just see, pardon me, excuse me, through the storm, what looks to be a hut. A battered and ruined hut.
These oddly look like passageways leading to a hut.
Adran, thoughts? Are you thinking about it? Oh, there you are.
Well, hopefully it's not a hut that is occupied, and if it's occupied, hopefully it's by someone friendly.
At your grumbled words, I'm going to spend my last first level spell slot and open up my senses with primeval awareness. I can detect within 6 miles of my current position any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead. But I don't know location or number. Pardon me.
Just if they're there.
Yeah, essentially. Basically, I can feel the warping effect that their presence has on the natural magic of the world.
Okay.
So I reach out through my mind and through my magic. Somewhere within 6 miles of us, there is undead.
Oh. Huh.
And the storm is still roiling above us.
Hopefully not in the hut.
Would you rather take your chances with another lightning bolt?
No, that's why I'm like, hopefully not in the hut, because we should at least look in the hut.
Alright, in that case, I'm going to move up to the doorway.
Show off.
Oh no, well, we're not in combat, so we're not going by...
I'm
Pardon me.
joking.
Oh, sorry. Thank you for clarifying. And I am going to search. With disadvantage because of the weather. Perception. There we go. Keep forgetting that. Oh, that would have been a good perception check.
Limp.
What'd you say?
I'm like limp. I'm only moving one space at a time.
Limping along. We just like walk ahead of you, barely even noticing. Adrian, you see me turning back. I look a little pale. I'm like, or not pale. I look more stoic. That's the word I was looking for. There's shattered skeletons inside. Not shattered, just not connected anymore. Okay, man. Go do dad stuff. We're gonna go ahead and pause real quick while he does that.
Okay.
Back to recording me. Alright, so I look in, I look back. There's some broken up skeletal remains. And a few other things. I look at you specifically, Adrian. There's a shield. I'm not teasing. There's a shield.
I don't think he'd be that cruel.
When have I ever been that cruel except to enemies?
And they are totally asking for it.
Precisely.
Obvious.
Do you move in then, Adrian? In that case, I stow my longbow, pull out my short sword, and I step on in. The interior of this hut is mostly dry. There's obvious patches of mud and, well, not to be too delicate, grave dust. Decomposed bodies just rotted away. There is indeed a shield, Adrian, and it's unlike any shield you've seen made by the village, mostly because it's not made of wood or bone. It is instead made of rather discolored, probably from centuries of disuse and lack of care, but possibly some form of metal. And it does not look to be made of steel. Do you wish to equip it? Very well. The moment you touch it, you can feel a distinctive tingle of magic coursing through the metallic fibers of this shield.
It could be a good or a bad thing. I suppose time will tell.
Time usually does. As I look for wherever I wrote it down. So I'm pretty sure I wrote it down, but I don't remember where. Okay, so it's not there. Okay, so I'll have to double check and see if I remember where I wrote it down. Actually, hang on, let me pause this real quick.
Well, Adran, right now you're just feeling a tingle feeling. While we're paused in a moment.
Yes. Adran, what you have picked up is indeed a magic shield. And it is, okay, I'll say it for now. It is subject to change in case I find my note and find out I intended something else. But at the moment, it is a +2 shield.
Ooh.
Which means while you're holding it, your armor class currently is a 20.
So that means you're gonna get crit a lot.
Thea, as Adran and Varin are, looking at and examining this rather large and obvious metal thing, there's a glint of light off of something over to the side that catches your eye. It's an odd...
Which side?
Over here. Oh, I'm on the wrong map. Sorry. Over here. Next to one of the other... Oh, next to one of the skeletal hands.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what that was. You want to check it out, Thea?
Sure. She'll limp.
There is a... The object... the object is a... It takes a moment to... Like, it looks like a scroll at first, but it's too small to be a scroll, and too hard to be a scroll. And then you realize that the parts where the ends bend down to form the rolling part of the scroll, they're about finger-sized. It's almost like you could put 2 fingers through these 2 individual holes.
Huh.
And this object is covered in meaningless script. It makes no sense when you look at it. It looks like it's meant more to be decorative etchings. But touching it, you also can feel a tingle of magic. Although,
Ooh.
what it is, you're not sure.
So it's something you're meant to put in your fingers in.
Mm-hmm.
She'll like pull, hold it up and be like, anyone recognize this kind of script?
Adran, you can, looking at it, you can give me an Arcana check. You're not sure. Whatever the script is, you're just kind of like, it makes no sense to you either. You can recognize that there is a purpose to it, but the meaning of it escapes you. And then there's a clattering of bones as I pull, excuse me, something up from underneath one of the other bodies.
I have to wonder if they saw the kind
And
of
where's my character sheet? There it is. And you just kind of hear me murmur, "Ooh, nice gloves."
Cute. I guess since Adran doesn't know, there's one way to find out. She'll just go ahead and put her fingers in it.
Nothing of note happens. It's possible you'll have to spend some time examining it.
Well, it's a new shiny bauble.
Right?
Might as well wear it.
Possibly, let's see. Possibly spend a short rest examining it. If you wish.
Okay. Well, we're gonna be in here for a while. Might as well.
So do you want to take a short rest? Recover some hit points?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
You may. Adran, you could use your second wind and then take a short rest. That would recharge your second wind.
Let's see.
I'm pretty sure it was meant to be a +2 shield. And again, if I'm wrong, I apologize. Okay, so if I'm wrong, and I had intended to give you something else, I'll tell you what something else was offline, and you can decide if you want the other thing or if you want the +2.
Okay, I am gonna spend 2 hit dice.
All right. That's with an additional 4, so that's actually 10 hit points that you recover. Because you had your con modifier to, wait, what is your con mod?
Oh, 1.
Oh, you're okay. My bad. You already added it. You can spend more hit dice. You can spend as many as you want. You don't have to limit yourself to a number.
I barely got my relics lifted in time.
Alrighty, that's like I'm over half. So
And Adran, did you want to spend any hit dice?
I'll spend 1 more.
Thank you, Thea. Adran, you can spend hit dice as part of your short rest.
+1. That's pretty awesome.
Nice. Alright, Adran, you're up to full. I'm up to full. And Thea, how are you doing?
I am almost to full,
Alright.
so I'm doing really decent.
Thea, there's an odd hollowness to this ring. Not the ring itself being hollow, but almost as though it's meant to carry something non-physical. You have found a ring of spell storing. It
Oh,
has been so long since it was last used that it has no spells in it. But you now have a ring of spell storing.
well, she can't cast any spells, but she'll let Adrian and Varin know about it and ask if one of them want it, since she
Or you can hold on to it and we can put spells into it for you.
there's that too. But she'll let you guys know about it.
Fair enough. And I have on my person now. Hang on. Let me know if that popped up to you. Did that go out to everyone? Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
the gloves of missile snaring.
Yes, the gloves have melded into my hands. When a ranged weapon attack hits me while I'm wearing them, I can use my reaction to reduce the damage by 1d10 plus my dexterity modifier, provided that I have a free hand. And if I reduce the damage to 0, I catch the missile if it's small enough. I keep seeing these in the guide, and I'm like, I'm really curious, so I want to try them.
Well, it sounds like it kind of works like that one monk ability.
Yeah, and by the way, I've used that, and it's a lifesaver.
Yeah.
Like, incredibly.
It's fun as a monk to be able to catch an arrow and throw it back at someone.
Absolutely. Does everyone feel up for a little bit extra, or are you pretty much wiped? Pretty much wiped? How about you, Thea? Same?
I'm okay either way, but I think Adrian said that he has to work
Oh
tomorrow.
yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry, Adrian. I forgot about that. Okay. In that case... Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Oh no.
Oddly enough, on that note, so we will bed down for a long rest. We will get the benefits of a long rest. And as we come out of our trances, there's still a storm outside, but the hairs on the back of all of our necks are starting to stand up, and the water in this hut, on the ground, on the ceiling, on the walls, all the water is starting to freeze over. And that is where
Yikes.
we'll leave off. Thank you, fellow adventurers, for joining us once more. Please comment below to vote on what monsters you want to see Adran, Thea, and Varin take on next. You can vote for more than one kind at a time. The Allosaurus, the Ettin, the Ghast, the Giant Scorpion, the Manticore, the Minotaur, the Ogre, and the Owlbear. Thank you for watching, and I hope we'll see you again next week.